I'm quite sure it's a major crashing out right now in Commander's land. I'm sure people probably saying Cliff ain't no good. I'm sure people saying wide receivers is trash. I'm sure people saying Deron Payne ain't no good. I'm sure people saying Jayden Daniels is really injured. He's terribly injured. I'm sure people saying that Dan should not have went forward on fourth down or 4th and 2. I'm sure people is comparing Dan or comparing Bieniemy or Scott Turner to Cliff, right? What else? I'm sure people is crashing out to the point where you will believe that we have no chance of making the playoffs. I'm sure people is crashing out that we didn't win for sure, right? Because especially the people who thought we had enough talent to compete against playoff teams. People are extremely excited about the team. Actually, I'm sorry, this is supposed to be an intro. Look, we're going to recap the game. Ceelo is going to join me. DT said he's going to bed. Breeze may or may not. If Breeze come, we're definitely 18 and over because he said the algorithm is going to be torn up. But let me get to this intro, man. Right after this, we're going to continue to chop it up, man. Everyone that's here, man, just in the comments, put whatever. If you're crashing out, put it in the comments. Whatever, put it in the comments, man. Share it, tweet it, share it on Facebook, wherever you are, YouTube. Share the link with your folks and everybody, man. But we're gonna talk some ball, man. We're gonna talk some ball. We're gonna have our initial reactions right after this. I know it looks like Ceelo is at a hotel, but he disappeared. I don't know exactly where he is. But Breeze, what's good, man?
What's good?
Oh, there you go.
Good. Is he back? He's still frozen.
He trying to slide around the camera. Welcome back to Owning the Huddle podcast. Brother Deuce is here. He's here to defend his O-line. I'm getting sick and tired of you dudes and this fan base talking about my O-line. We gonna handle this today. So we just went over. Here we go. Oh, they are talking about it, Mitch. Yes, Ebony. This might be your first time commenting. Definitely appreciate you for stopping through. Continue to stop through, for sure. But yeah, I think we're definitely still making the playoffs. We got a real favorable schedule. And yes, it was a bad game. Mike, what's good, man? This is by far our worst performance of the year as a team. Yeah, man, it looked bad. It looked worse than our last game. They had us. I mean, Vic, man, Fangio balled out. Defense coordinator, he balled out, man. Jade, you have to. What's up, Tim? Somebody needs to talk to about our O-line. Coleman and Wiley were bums. Yes, Riri, for a fact, he looked like a rookie today. Yep. Definitely appreciate you following me on Twitter, Ebony, for sure. I think so. And everybody just comment. Like I said, man, I'm quite sure people is crashing out saying Cliff ain't good. I'm sure people crashing out saying, we need a left tackle. Wiley needs to go. I'm sure people saying Cliff looking like Scott Turner. The wide receivers ain't no good. Terry old. Deron Payne can't get no pressure. Jay Daniels is hurt. Why did Dan Quinn put him out there? Dan Quinn looking like Ron Rivera. Uh, why he didn't pull him out the game the last drive? Why did he go for it on 4th and 1? Like, it's probably all types of crash outs. All types of crash outs. It's insane. You know who didn't disappoint me? Listen. So, like, I think, like, if Marshawn played, do we win this game? I think that's a question we need. But no one is going to talk about that. No one is going to talk about BSJ. No one is going to talk about this Marshawn thing, right? Because it's every game is something different, right? That's why we say fandom has no intelligence. Fandom has no intelligence whatsoever. BSJ is not going to be the talk. It's going to be Cliff. Cliff is going to be the talk for the next 10 days. I guarantee it. I have to believe Jayden assured the defense was gas. How couldn't they have been with the offense unable to stay on the field? That's a good point. Like we couldn't stay on the field. We had plenty of opportunities. The defense had plenty of stops the first few quarters. And we just couldn't do it, man. Then, the last 6 minutes of the game, one thing about Kellen Moore, he's going to keep running. He's going to keep running the football. He's going to keep running the football. And that's what he did, man. Saquon Barkley had 26 carries. He probably had 30 touches. And that's how they beat us, right? That's how they beat us. And I think when it comes to Jayden being hurt, yes, like the rib injury is definitely there. It's definitely messing with his accuracy, is definitely messing with his throwing motion, but you got 10 days to get healthy. I'm sure people crashing out there. Why they playing him if he hurt? Like man, whatever, man. Like, this is the NFL. The youngin is playing through it. He's getting a proper treatment and he wants to play. I'm sure Dan and them wants to play. So let the youngin play, man. Like this year is like this game, these last 2 games and playing against good teams is exactly what a lot of us believe that this team would be coming into the year, but because he went on this run and Jayden's looking so perfect and all this and all that, it's like the expectations have changed, which is fair. But at the same time, the playoff caliber teams, right? The teams that are looked at to be in the Super Bowl conversation, even top tier Super Bowl or low tier Super Bowl, those are the teams we're having issues with, right? Either we have too many mistakes and not enough talent to overcome. Right? We just don't have enough talent. And I asked a question I tweeted out a few days ago, and a lot of people saying, yes, we have enough talent. Yes, we have enough talent. We don't. We don't have enough talent. Coaching, I think we have great coaching. A lot of things are in place for us. And we have to come to this realization. This is why I still have peace. Right? Like, we have new everything. Finally, I got me a franchise quarterback. I got a team. I got coaches, position coaches, coordinators. I got young pieces from this previous draft. I think we made one of the biggest acquisitions for the 2020-25 season in Marshawn Lattimore. Yes, I think he's going to be effective this season. Yes, I think he's going to play. But they made the play now because he's going to be a little more expensive in the offseason. Or you might even get into a bidding war. But now you have him. So you already have one of the biggest moves already for the 2025 offseason. We have to come to the realization that we just don't have enough talent. Yes, Andrew Wiley's number 71. Man, that Georgia boy gave him the business all night. Like, that Jalen Carter is something different, man. He is something different. He gave them boys trouble. He gave Cosme trouble, Allegretti trouble. He gave Beatas trouble. He was just dogging Wiley. I mean, he disrupted a lot of plays. He disrupted a lot of plays. What's up, South? He disrupted a lot of plays. Of course, he bet 6 people his Avy. He got to change his Avy for 6 straight days. Mikey was balling. Hey, man, Mikey might stay outside. Mikey might stay outside, bro. He keep playing like this, especially the way he played AJ Brown tonight and Devonta Smith. Like, he may be outside. He might play outside for the foreseeable future. We might have our CB1 of the future. I still think Marshawn Lattimore is going to be CB1 for the next couple years, but Mikey might be the guy for the future. So, like, just think about it, right? Like, CB1, CB2 is looking that we have that locked up for next year. The left tackle, man, Coleman had his worst game for sure. He had a bad game, but he did some good things, but he got beat a few times. But also it was coverage sacks too, because the wide receivers wasn't getting open. Fangio likes to keep everything in front of him. And that's what he did. He had over the top help. I can't wait to look at the all 22 to look at these wide receivers. That's all I want to see on the tape. On the film, all I want to see are the receivers. That's all I want to see when the tape comes out. And that's what I'm going to be looking for. What's up, twin? It's not the best, but we are better than we were. Got to keep building. This hurts, though. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm hurt. I mean, I'm not hurt. I'm disappointed. I wanted us to win. It's the division game, statement game. You want to be able to say you finally beat a good team, a contending team, a playoff team. But we got to accept, like, there are tiers, there's levels to this, right? And right now, like, if you're looking at 3 levels, you got you got Super Bowl contenders, you got playoff contenders, you got wild card contenders, and then you just got, people that's trying to get the best draft position possible. Right now, we're like the best of the wild card teams. I believe we're the best of the wild card teams. I think that's where we can fight to be the best of the wild card teams. We got a couple favorable matchups coming up. All right, we got the Cowboys, which is another division game. You can't just think you're just going to beat them because Dak is not there. They have nothing to play for. So them the teams you got to be careful about. So you have them coming up, and then you got the Titans, and then you got your bye week. Then I think you got Philly. You got Philly off of bye week. You got Dallas off 10 days rest. We got to take advantage of it. I don't think he's CB2 yet. We can't pretend like Quinyon didn't put the clamps on Terry because he did. My anger is actually kind of fading. I'm not watching a single sports show until we play again. Timothy, you got to do better, Timothy. Y'all can't let this football stuff disrupt your peace. It's not that serious. But I will say this, though. They did show a lot of clips when Quinyon Mitchell was just all covering Terry all over, whatever. But and he's a great corner. Like, coming to the game, he's a good corner. He showed he's a good corner. He showed he's going to be here. So you can't take nothing away from the kid. But I still want to watch the tape. I want to see if he had help. And if he didn't have help, that makes it even better for him. And somebody that's going to definitely be one of these best corners in the NFL for, the foreseeable future. We couldn't throw the ball. We couldn't. They was giving us everything underneath. They didn't get no windows downfield. Everything was underneath, and that's what we took. That's why you saw the tight ends, the running backs getting catches, because they just kept everything underneath. Defense kept us in the game. Yeah, offense was the problem. Like, defense played good for like 43 minutes. The defense played really good for 43 minutes. You can't be mad at the defense. They played for 43 minutes. They got plenty of stops in the first half, favorable field position. We just couldn't capitalize. Ceelo, what's good, man?
Deuce. What it do? What
Yeah,
it
man. I was
do?
just telling them, man. Like I know people crashing out. I know they saying Cliff ain't no good. I know they saying Dan is like Ron. I know they saying Deron Payne ain't no good. Terry old. Jayden Daniels is hurt. He's not accurate anymore. I'm sure they saying Cliff is looking like Scott Turner. I'm sure that probably came up. Why did Dan go for it on 4th and 2? I'm sure that came up. Let me see. What else? I don't know. What Wiley, we need a right tackle. Maybe we do need a left tackle. Cosby might not be as good as we think he is. I'm quite sure like we need kick returners because I'm quite sure there's a major crash out as if we do not have an opportunity to still go to the playoffs. Let me just run through some more of these. We overachieved. We know we saying what Adam saw when we took the job. We will be fine. That's a good point, Steven. Wiley was atrocious tonight. Yeah, he got work, man. There's no doubt. Ola was getting beat down for sure tonight. What's
Both
up, Nick?
times.
I'm sure you've already talked about Mariota should be starting until the back. See what I'm saying? Like, no, Nick, he should not be starting until the bye. It's a rivalry also, so I knew it was going to be a tough game, short week for both teams. I don't want to hear anything about short week one sided just for like both of them had a short week. Actually, the Eagles week was even shorter because they played later. My phone just stopped working for a grip. Those quarterback design runs with track. B-Rob still ain't. What you mean he ain't good to go? B-Rob was running hard, Timothy. What you talking about? But yeah, we got to stop like those design run. And like one of the design runs, when you look at it and you count the numbers, it looked like it should have worked. But Jalen Carter just blew it up. Like he just blew it up. We need that bad desperately. What's up, John? Cliff needed to just adjust. I think Cliff. Yeah, we'll. I want to see the. I want to see the all 22 tomorrow morning. I just need to see some stuff. Double digit passing touchdowns. What's up, Christian? This might Marshall Bill. This might be your first time chopping up with us. We definitely appreciate you chopping it up. If you have a YouTube, go to YouTube and search Red Zone Lab. Subscribe to the channel. If not, just chill over there with on Facebook. Yeah, I mean, I think he's still injured. Like, I mean, of course, we know he's still injured because they keep like, I don't know what they doing, heating up his sides or adjusting, whatever that is. So we know he's hurt, but he's still playing. Like, keep playing. He got 10 days of rest.
Post game presser, Dan Quinn said Jayden Daniels was not hindered by the rib injury, was limited in Chicago, but it has improved and he wasn't affected by it in this game.
I don't believe
that's a quote by Dan Quinn.
Oh, the press conference already happened?
Yeah, I guess so.
I want to listen to this. Go ahead, Ceelo. Get all your thoughts out. I'm gonna pull up his presser.
It's a division game, so I knew it'd be different from everything that we expected. I said it in our pregame earlier this year in the half on the huddle. I don't want to hear anything about the defense. Deron Payne, Luvu, and crew balled TF out. They were excellent. I'm not hearing it. I know they broke away a little bit at the end. I don't care. They gave the offense plenty of chances to handle their business, and the offense fell flat. We'll have to figure out later on at some point why and what happened on the offensive side. Cliff, Jayden, receivers, line, whatever. But I'm not talking about the defense personally. I know they've been a point of discussion for most of the year, by me especially. Not today. Not today. They held one of the top 5 offenses for the most of the game to 2 field goals and a bunch of field goal attempts that homeboy didn't make. And I just felt like that game was well within reach. They did their job. Shout out to Cliff. I'm sorry. Yeah. Shout out to Shout out to our defensive coordinator.
Joe Witt.
Joe Witt. He balled out. He swapped out, BSJ with Mikey. Props. Mike Sandersfield. He's our CB1 until Lattimore gets back. I'm sorry. My boy is balling out right now. This was exactly what Deuce and everyone said. This was a Saquon Barkley game. They literally. I want to go back and look at the stats. He was everything. Run game, passing game, blocking. He was literally everything. Jayden ran. Jayden ran for a couple times, but Saquon was everything. It didn't matter. Defense did their job. Offense was horrible. It literally, I had to look back. I'm like, did he throw for 100 yards? But it was 191 yards. I don't know. I guess the last drive gave him a little bit of bump, but I got it. Like Terry McLaurin was clamped down. I don't understand. I really don't. So very disappointed in the offense in totality. And I need to understand what's going on the offense. It looked atrocious. I understand that the Eagles defense, according to PFF, was number 1.
Yeah, Michael Fox is crashing out, man.
Man, this offense was horrible. And then that's it. That's it, bro. That's it. What Michael Parsons talking about?
About the Giants, lying about Saquon. He said he blamed the Giants. This dude had, 160 some all-purpose yards? What was his number?
Saquon? Yeah, I don't know. I was just looking at it like a second ago, but
bro, like
he had a great.
Oh my goodness, man!
He had a great game. All right, so he had 145 yards rushing, and then he had 52 yards receiving. So yeah, he had over 200 yards.
In that one, he had a real huge game where Percy missed the tackle.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we wrong on ours for sure. And like that's the thing, man. We're gonna go back to the presser when it's over, and talk about it. But like, it's tough, man, because the offense was just and one thing about like Jayden Daniels, I think in the first quarter, when we got 3 and out and he tried to like escape the pocket and ran and got caught short by Nakobe Dean, and Nakobe Dean was kind of spying. Right before he took off running, like Eckler was wide open in the flat on the left side, just standing there. And that's one of the things that he is going to get better at, being able to know where everyone is on the field, similar to like what we saw with Russell Wilson. Remember Russell Wilson hit Warren for that long game when the linebacker blitz, and this game right here. Jalen Hurts did it too. So his ceiling is so high. He has so much more to learn, man. And you can't, and he's not taking, like he's they was locked up all over in the back in the secondary, bro. Fangio keeps everything in front of him. Like everything in front of him, his linebackers is fast, his safety is fast, they're athletic, they're quick, they got speed, and his D tackles get pressure up the middle.
Yeah, I props to that defense. To your point, I actually felt like Vic, them DBs did a good job. One-on-one. It kind of showed our talent level when it comes to, just beating beat the man across from you. It just couldn't happen. And then you combine that with the pressure, it just didn't work out.
Right.
So, Wiley had a tough game. Coleman had a tough game.
Mm-hmm.
Biotis had a tough game.
Yeah.
It just was not a good look for the offensive line. Plus, our receivers getting open or winning, just winning. It just it wasn't a good look, man. So I think Terry only had one catch. So maybe 2 attempts and 2 targets and one catch. So it's bad. It's a bad game for the offense. Period.
Yeah, man. And I think they can get better, but I think and we asked the question, do we have enough talent to overcome mistakes? Do we have someone that could you can lean on and to take over a game? And we don't have it, right? I think Eckler, he played out his mind, right? He played a great game.
Second week in a row, Eckler's the player of the game, or offensive player of the game.
Yeah, even with the fumble, even still, I think B-Rob played a heck of a game, even though they was just they was dominating up front, bro. They were dominating up front. We really couldn't get anything, but B-Rob was still able to move forward, find some lanes, be able to push to get upfield. And Cliff, man, what series was that when I think we got a sack and then another sack and then he ran the football. I'm like, bro, we just got a sack 5, run the football. Yeah. So and Jayden, he's even that interception he threw, if that was second quarter, he wouldn't have threw that ball. Right? Because there was no separation whatsoever. He shorted some. Go ahead, Ceelo.
No, I was just gonna say it feels like Jayden. It just feels like he is kind of locking on to some guys.
Yeah.
Maybe locking on is a hard word, but those middle of the field passes, they're not open.
Nope.
They're not open. So why is he so intent on? I don't know if that's Cliff saying that's your first target, and then go off. And so if it kind of feeds into the one read kind of narrative. He's literally not looking anywhere else on that first read, at least because maybe it'd be because of the the pressure, whatever. So the first pass in the first series when it went to Noah, I'm like, bro, he was covered by 3 guys. Why are you going there? It's the same thing happened last week. So something going on there between him, Cliff, and the rest of the guys that I'm not understanding. And so I need to understand what the offense is thinking about when they see some of these looks.
Yeah, Stacy said DBs are too scared. I don't think so. I don't
Stacey,
think
I'm not talking about the defense, Stacy. We're not talking about the defense today, Stacey.
The defense balled out, bro. It was a couple missed tackles, but what you expect?
We had the 29th ranked run defense. That probably is still the same after the day, but our secondary was balling out. I can't blame the DBs today, Stacey, but I thank you for tuning in though. You gotta,
for
keep
sure.
it coming.
Maybe your first time too, so definitely keep coming.
Keep it
coming.
You
got a YouTube, definitely subscribe. Eckler was awesome. He has slightly regressed. I don't want to force spiral. I know he's a good quarterback. He's regressed. Oh my gosh! Y'all crap.
So
it's game 11. What has he regressed from?
I think what I think people's standard is really high. So we started out so spectacular. I think people are measuring him based on that level, and so from that level, he has regressed. But I think the bigger question is, I'm starting to, or not me personally, but I think that the league and the narrative about Cliff is starting to kind of become in question. The whole thing about Cliff was, okay, good coordinator, bam. But people catch up coordinators catch up, and can he adjust on the fly versus whatever he started installing back in August? And that's kind of the narrative in the last 2 weeks. And let's see what happens against Dallas and then Tennessee, and then let's see what happens in the second half of the season. But that has been the narrative of Cliff since Arizona. Let's see if he can actually move that narrative based on, because so far Pittsburgh figured it out, and Philly figured it out. Now, two very, very good defenses. Dallas does not have a good defense. So let's see what happens against Dallas. Let's do a true assessment of this offense next week, because that's the narrative I think I'm not talking about, JD right now. He's a rookie. He's going to have ups and downs. But what can Cliff do to kind of get these guys back on the same page?
Yeah, and that was kind of like my point, right? It's like you can say he like Cliff has hit a stump, but he's played top defenses these last 2 weeks. Top experienced defenses, experienced coaches, and both of these past games. Right? Like playoff Super Bowl aspiration contending teams these past 2 games. Right? Like if we played them early in the year, it's probably going to look the same. Like I just don't think we have enough talent, one, to overcome a ton of mistakes. And we just don't have enough talent to like a game like today, right? Like the defense, man, they held together for like 43 minutes, 43, 44 minutes. And then all hell broke loose.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So like, and we didn't score enough, right? So the whole Cliff thing, man, I know that's going to be the whole narrative with the next 10 days. But to your point, let's see what happens against Dallas when you go on to a team that doesn't have. I mean, they have talent, but they just a wreck over there. So let's see what they can do, right? Let's see, because they have an experienced defensive coordinator. So let's see if teams really caught up, and how much is the rib and all that actually hurting Jayden. Right. I think he even said, it is a little discomfort, like when he throws, because of how, and he's small already. Right. So anything else is going to be a little more, it's going to be more discomfort. And we seeing that more on like patterns when they coming across the middle. Like you starting to see him shorted. Like there was one with Noah Brown, wide open, had a lot of separation coming across the wood, and he threw it to his feet.
I joked in the chat. I said he McNabbed it. He's straight. I mean, I think I don't care what DQ says. He has to say that. He has to keep. Yeah, sure. He has to say that. Jayden is absolutely affected by the ribs. I don't care what DQ says. You have the ribs. This the most games that Jayden Daniels probably have had to play consecutively in his entire career. On top of the fact, the protection ain't the same, right? His protection is not the same. So he's going to speed up his processing. He's going to be uncomfortable. He's going to have to make some plays. He definitely looked uncomfortable back there. And so I don't care what DQ says, that them ribs are definitely showing. And, we got to just see what happens from here on out.
And people is people is going crazy. John Bates, Tim, come on, man.
What's Tim say?
We should go to John Bates more. They are too scared and wouldn't put a hat on Barkley. We need a kick return. What's up, Troy? Hopefully Lattimore is coming up. We need. Let me ask you this, Troy. If we had Lattimore today, would we have won? Serious question.
Can Lattimore block, Troy? Can he?
You know what I mean? He doesn't look. He's processing as well as he once was. I'm saying, like I think, like Ceelo was saying, I think the ribs has a lot to do, but we're gonna find out in the next 10 days. And this might be true, Stacy. And the crazy thing about it is a lot. I know I did. We talked about this earlier. When is he gonna hit this rookie wall? When is he gonna hit this rookie wall? From the last couple weeks, the rib and like the defenses, Cliff, B Rob, Ben, like all of this is happening at the same time. It's happening at the same time, right? So how long is this rookie wall gonna stand? Like how long? We're gonna find out in 10 days. But I'm telling you, we just played two great defenses. We just played two Super Bowl aspiration teams with great defenses and great offenses. So like stop freaking out. Like stop freaking out because I think a lot of people when you see uh 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 these rankings, you see the Commanders at 5 and 6 and 7. You know what I mean? Like I think we're the best of the wild card. I think our lane, Ceelo, our fight is with right there in that wild card range with those teams right there, right now.
Yeah,
Because we just don't have the talent to fight with the others, man. We just don't.
I think about Atlanta, Tampa, Arizona, maybe the Rams, Vikings, Detroit. Like the NFC playoff picture is very talented.
Mm.
Offense, defense, special teams, and this team just as of today feels very ill prepared for that level of competition. So I am so looking forward to them getting their rest because they need it for the next 10 days or however long, Cliff or DQ keeps them away and getting ready for Dallas. Dallas is done. So what can you do to reestablish yourself as a very, very good offense and then a defense that continues to get better every week? They're getting better every week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I need to look for. Now, let's talk about this after that. If we have a conversation like this after Dallas, I'm a panic. We can all panic. We can all panic and say, all right,
Mm-hmm.
we hit a wall. It might be over. But for now, I'm not going to go there. So
Mm-hmm. Me either, man. Like for me, like you know how I feel, man. Like I'm not losing any. I got peace all year, right? Um, got new owner. I mean, we got money.
can't
We
lose.
got a franchise quarterback. We got a great GM, head coach, coaches. Like everything is on a like I can't lose this year. Like I'll say that coming into this year, like bro, I can't lose.
Can't lose.
I can't lose this year. Right. I'll be a little because now like my expectations is risen for sure because we came out playing, but at the same time, I have an understanding of who we are right now as a team. That's why I asked last week. We talked about like, does this team have enough talent? No, we don't. We're not there yet. Another off season is coming up. We got a ton of money. This is why I like see like the whole Marshawn Lattimore. The more I think about it, I think we probably have the best acquisition of off season 2025, but we just did it early
Yeah.
already.
Yep.
Right. So whatever he's at, I'm sure he's going to play. I'm sure he's going to play. We might not see him after the bye. Like we will when we see him, we'll really know why this move was made. Because right now, I'm just thinking like Adam Peters didn't make this move for November or December. I think he made this move for the off season because he probably the Saints was probably if they moved on from him now, they definitely was going to move on from him in the off season. Now you're going to get in a bidding war, right? Because we was already kind of in a bidding war. Like they said, we came in and swoop, we had more picks, more money. So we was all, but in the off season, it might be more teams that's willing to give up more.
Of course.
So we make the move now. I'm excited for what we have, bro. Like I'm peace. Like I'm still sleeping in peace, bro. Like I'm playing like people use the term playing with house money, right? Like we hear that a lot. but it's like it's kind of the truth. You know what I'm saying?
It is. I think it's just, I just think people are very focused on 2024. They're not thinking about beyond that. And so
Agree.
they're measuring this team on its own merit within 2024. So week 1, week 2, etc. And so people are going having their ups and downs based on that. And so I think rightfully, a lot of fans are very excited about the situation. And so you're disappointed. You want to see your team continue to progress and continue to get better. And we have kind of hit a little bit of a lull. And there's reasons for that. Our quarterback is banged up. We have a very, very late bye. So guys are just banged up in general. And I just think that we also, hit a part of our schedule that's very, very difficult, with two very, very, very talented teams. And I just think that we got to kind of be patient,
And
a
4
little
days,
patient.
5 days or whatever.
Yeah, 2
That's
games, 5 days, and I just think, I just give them a little bit of grace. Let's get back to work. Let's go and fight Dallas and take it one that we get again. I guarantee you by week 18, you will be so excited about this team. I'm still very, very, very bullish on this team this year. I think they
for
will
sure.
make the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think we'll be able to experience that because and this is a real playoff. This is not 2020 when we were
7-9, whatever.
7-9. This will be an above 500 playoff team, and that is a huge accomplishment. I'm still in that zone, so I think we'll be all right.
Definitely, and just look at the Lions. Right, the year before they pushed, they were losing games by one possession. Right, the last half of the year.
Great point. You had the Lions in that year, and then you had the Texans in their year last year. Both teams started super slow, and they took off. Now the Texans made the playoffs in that year that TJ was drafted, but the Lions, they barely missed the playoffs because it was just too late.
And they was losing by one, but they were playing hard, they were balling hard, and that next draft they killed it.
Exactly.
And here we are.
Exactly. and we will and we will be in the playoffs. We started strong. And we actually in a different direction. We actually started off in a good place, and we're kind of having to fight our way through the second half of the season. I'm very confident because we have a very favorable schedule.
Yep.
I think we will get through this. It just don't feel good right now. 2 losses is tough.
Yeah, of course.
We were what were we 5-2 and 4-2, 5-2? Like we were way above 500 for a couple of weeks, and we just got comfortable. So I get it.
Yeah, and excited. Yeah, a lot of people didn't expect this, right? A lot of people didn't expect it. But listen, like we're right here. Like we're still in the mix.
Yep.
We're still in the mix, man. So Lomax, this might be your first time. We definitely appreciate you commenting. I think. Thank you so much for subscribing and commenting. But I think our record is 1-3 against winning teams. So as of right now, teams with winning records, our record is 1-3. And all of those teams we lost to are Super Bowl contenders, aspirations close to it. Like the Steelers, they might be on the tail end of the Super Bowl because they suffered. Oh, maybe not. Let me see. No, I think they Super Bowl contenders. I mean, you got Pat over there, so, but they still contenders, I guess. So those are the 3 teams we lost to. So where we at now, Ceelo, you have to beat the teams you're supposed to beat.
Right.
And try to be competitive against your ones that you're not. And so far we've kind of done that. Well, today it was rough.
I think the Arizona, the one win, which was against Arizona, that's an amazing win.
Yeah. Honest them.
You think about that, you're like, how the hell I mean, we balled out in that particular game, not knowing obviously how good they would end up. I mean, they beat the Jets, and so that's probably one of our better wins this season. So we just gotta keep pushing.
Sure. Yep, run the ball. certain situations, I think he got to run the ball a little more. But after 11, 7-4, man, 7-4. I don't think that's crazy. If nobody else is getting things going, then do what works. Terry, Noah, and Ertz are still top. I think he's talking about the Bates thing. Lattimore can't block. Okay, right, he can't, bro. Like
I said, can he block? I know.
yeah, Stacy, he was off, man. DCs have tape. It's the NFL. They get paid too. Yeah, that's the truth. Now Cliff got to go to work. He don't get no break. Like you got to go back to work tomorrow morning, bro.
Cliff, you won that 3-year contract. You about to earn it.
Yep. You got to go to work. Yeah, I think the offense was really bad. I don't think the defense was really bad. Yeah, we're the best of the above average teams. That's where my fight is. Dallas will definitely not lay down.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. I think he's the best rookie that I've seen in 30 years. But this to stay in the pocket and throw and not use those wonderful legs. Well, he can't. Like that, they're really clamping him down. Pittsburgh did a heck of a job containing them, staying in their lanes. Patrick Queen is sideline to sideline. He did a heck of a job. And today, like they did a great job containing him. Like they're not just letting him run all over the place. And that's because they're getting quick pressure up the middle. And they did it last week. So Cliff we just gotta figure out some stuff, man. Like we gotta like run the ball more. We just gotta figure out some stuff. What's up, Unc? That's my man, Unc. What's up, Unc? That's the guy, Ceelo. Unc, remember that the infamous Jahan Dotson draft clip I showed you?
Yeah.
That's the one that kept saying Jahan Dotson. Like that. That's Unc right there. You can't blame people for being shaken for having. No. I mean, but my thing is your hope shouldn't be slipping away. Like it shouldn't be slipping away. I think we're panicking because we're starting to go back a couple years. Like we're starting to pull all the old stuff. Yeah, the like that's what we're doing. Like we can't do that. Like just chill out. Calm down.
We call it the PS.
Yeah, what
TD,
post Dan Snyder.
Yeah, I said post Snyder traumatic disorder.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, it was bad play. I can't wait to watch the tape tomorrow, man. I can't wait to watch it.
I think I'm gonna predict we're gonna watch the tape. I'm going to predict that Cliff was not as bad as we think he was.
That's what's going to end up happening every time, bro.
I'm gonna predict
every time.
Guys were open, left. Guys will be open, will have been open, and I think we're going to find out that they were just unfortunately, Jayden is just kind of in a space where he's unable to process as quickly as he used to be for a variety of reasons. There's more pressure. He did not see this much pressure, early in the season. He's seeing it now. On top of the fact that he's a little bit banged up, and on top of the fact he's playing a much better defenses. So, and probably some of the few defenses, he has never seen before, VR and everything. So, I feel like that's going. We'll find out. We'll watch the tape this week.
I can't wait to watch it tomorrow. I can't wait. Come on, man. We should have beat Pittsburgh, and now this is a bad game. And nothing I can say is Stacy, like, go ahead, like, be mad, man. Be upset about it for the day and tomorrow, but don't lose hope, man. Come on, man. Oh, man. Who dissing the team? Oh, you talking about the people in the chat, Drewski? Because that ain't me. I ain't dissing the team. We know the truth, Drewski. We know the truth. We kind of talked about it a little bit, Key. What you think? Like, I'm okay. I'm okay, right? I'm okay with him going forward. I think I would have kicked the field goal, and I don't like that play call. I don't like the last two play calls. I don't like the third down call or the fourth down call. That's what I'm more upset about. I don't like neither one of those calls. Like the defensive line was killing us all game, and now you're gonna run a goal line set against it. No, spread them out. Spread them out. I just don't like the call, Key. Gang, it's time. Yeah, he got to adjust, man. I don't think the league is figuring out, and I'm not really ready to speak on that part yet because I want to look at the tape. I want to see the tape because I seen Jayden miss Noah. I saw him miss Eckler on the third down stop, and that's just watching the game live. So I want to go watch the tape, and I want to see what the tape tells me. Now, if the tape tells me that nobody was getting open, Cliff play calling was dry, they quote unquote figuring it out, we'll see. But we also have to keep in mind who we played these last 2 weeks. We've played great defenses these last 2 weeks, right? And even like you still need talent. I just don't think we have enough of it. We don't have enough talent to overcome mistakes and great play from the opposite side. We just don't have it. What up, Washington family? It was a tough one back play call. I didn't use Brian Robinson that much. Tough game for J85, but it's all good. Yeah, man, we need this 10 days of rest for sure. I think Brian Robinson, I think he's probably still not all the way back yet. But I think he played well when he did get carries, right? Outside of the offensive line wasn't, helping him out much, but he was still finding, man, his vision has got so much better, bro. Them jump cuts ain't no joke. Yeah, man, like it's Dallas week coming up, right? This is a thing, Ceelo, like you said, we go out there and we beat them, everybody's gonna be back because it's Dallas, right? Especially in the DMV, like you beat Dallas, you're back. Ain't nobody thinking about the Eagles anymore. It's not up to them. We need to dictate how they play us. Yeah, I mean that's easier said than done. I think we just wasn't getting enough first downs. We wasn't extending drives. Defense gave us plenty of opportunities in the first half to do that. We didn't do it. Even into the third quarter, we still didn't do it. I ain't mad at going for it on fourth down. We wasn't stopping the offense in the fourth quarter. How do you feel about that, Ceelo? Like you went out. For me, I would have kicked the field goal if it was me, but I'm not mad that because our offense was humming. Like offense was clicking on that drive. My issue is I didn't like neither one of those calls, third down or fourth down. I ain't like neither one of those calls. You run like a heavy formation. Them D tackles was destroying us. Like you got to spread them out, Cliff. Like I'm okay going for it there. I just don't like the play caller. Where you at with it?
Yeah, I like the going for it. I just didn't like the play call as well. That's some of the thing. That's one of the things. I'm not a big fan of critiquing play calling, right? Because it's such a Monday morning quarterback type of approach, right? Oh, I would have done this differently or that differently because it didn't work out. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of Jayden or of the QB design runs, just in general. Like Jayden is 6'4", 200 pounds. I need 3 to 5 yards. I have a running back that's whatever he is, almost 225 pounds, and B Rob. I got a really, really good, Austin Eckler. I got, McNichols. I got, other players that are much more equipped. And I'm just not. I get the excitement about running JD. I just don't think it's not a surprise. Everyone knows it's coming. And in terms of at this point in the season, I just think that there has to be other ways to get your playmakers involved that's not Jayden Daniels in those short yardage situations. It's fourth down, spread them out. Give me a screen to B Rob. I don't know, do something different than trying to force my 85% quarterback trying to get 4 to 5 yards, and he's already in shotgun. So that means another 3 yards. It's like 7 yards. So I just think that I think it's a bad design based on what we've seen. The blocking has not been great. The wide receivers are not. You saw they kept showing. I was at a place out that the reason I'm a little late I saw it out with some friends at a place, and I
That
didn't
might
see the
tonight,
audio.
man.
I didn't see the audio, but they kept replaying the Noah missed a block on that fourth down play. I'm like, yeah, your wide receivers ain't been blocking well all night. So it's just one of
But it
those
ain't matter
things.
anyway because Reed Blankenship was
He
the
was
one
right
that
there
made the
too.
tackle. Like he was the one that made the tackle. Like
Right.
it
So
don't matter. That was
I
a
just
horrible
felt
play call.
I
Horrible
just
play
didn't
call.
like the play call. But at the same time, Jayden ain't really, Jayden, most of his success tonight was short passes to the backs, tight
Van gonna
ends.
keep everything in front of you. Like
Yeah, that
you
was
gotta
his
extend those
game.
drives. Like you can do that. Like you can do that all the way down the field because that
Right,
way you can try to pull them up
right.
if you're successful. But the 3rd and 3s, 3rd and 4s, like you gotta get the first downs.
I would have loved to have seen Jayden under center play action because everyone thought it was going to be a run because it's a fourth
Mhm.
down play. It's 2 yards to go. I would have loved to see him under center play action back to the defense and go up top.
And like
I
sprint
mean,
people out or something. Like it was a horrible play call. Horrible 3rd and 4th down.
yeah,
But look, man, Cliff has one of the best offenses in the league. And this one game, like people have been waiting for this one game. People have been waiting for this one game to say, Cliff, you are exactly who we thought you was. I think it's insane, bro. And even though if you break down those offenses and everything that went wrong in Arizona, like they don't even care. Kyler got hurt. Hopkins got hurt. Like everyone got, but it doesn't matter. And we don't have a ton of time. Like, I'm just like, bro, like I just it's tough,
yeah.
man. It changed the momentum of the game when we didn't take that field goal. But then you know what, Big Simple? If he didn't go for it and Philly still walked down the field, people would still be mad at Dan, just like they was a few weeks ago. What was that, last week or week before last? But no, against the Bears, we actually won the game. We won that game. But remember, he didn't go for it on like 4th and 1 or 4th and 2 or something like that. He didn't go for it, but we won the game. We would have lost that game from that helmet. People would have been like, "Why he didn't go for it?" But now he go for it. He don't get it. Now he's still. Why did he go for it? Like, I'm cool. He went for it. I just don't like the play calls.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't like the play. Green Hat, what's good, man?
Green hat.
Yeah, maybe next time, man. Next time we'll be coming off a bye, right, Ceelo? Let me see. Next time we'll be coming off because we played in week 15, right?
Yeah, we'll be after a bye. Yep.
Yeah, so we'll be coming off the bye next time we play y'all. But yeah, good game, Green. Yeah,
Keep
good
that
defense
energy.
game.
Keep that energy.
Yep. What's up, kid? This might be your first time chopping it up with him from Facebook. Definitely appreciate you, man. If you have a YouTube that you have, definitely go over there and subscribe to Red Zone in the Lab. Chop it up with us over there. We definitely appreciate it. Should have took them points, went for it on 4th and got stopped. Boom, momentum shifted quick. Cliff was holding back too. Ain't no way you go into a game and not give Trey no touches. But we gotta look at the tape, Kev. Cause man, that boy Quinyon Mitchell was good. Youngin is good, man. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta see the tape, man. I'm definitely gonna pull the tape up tomorrow. So if y'all can, definitely tune in with me. I think I'm gonna go like around 3 or 4 o'clock, and we're gonna watch this tape, man. We're gonna watch the tape. What I really want to see is all passing plays. Like I want to see the wide receivers. Like I don't want to see anything else. That's all I really want to see. I know you heard, man. I know you heard, man. The team heard, we heard too, man. We gotta heal up, gotta get back to it, take a couple days, you know what I'm saying, and off. And it's Dallas week, baby. It's Dallas week. He built like a 2 guy.
That's a great analogy,
Shelly look
actually.
lethargic. What's up, Shelly? Look lethargic. Oh man, so anyone just gonna admit that Philly? They better. There you go. My bad. I thought I said it. I thought they are better. Like Pittsburgh is better. I think like we were saying earlier, man, like you have different tiers in the NFL. The way we've been playing, I think against like we're 1-3 against teams with winning records, and those losses came against teams that's Super Bowl aspirations, right? That's looking to get to the Super Bowl, right? So that's why we're just not there yet, right? We're right there with those wild card teams. That's where we are right now, and that's okay because almost $90 million and a ton of draft picks next year, this upcoming off season. And right now, we've already made the best acquisition of 2025, bringing in Marshawn Lattimore. Right, so we good, man. Like we in good position. Like a lot of people, like I mean, what y'all thought we was gonna like? I mean, well, a lot of people thought we weren't gonna win. We weren't gonna lose no more games.
Agreed.
A lot of people thought we was going 15-2, 14-3.
Yep.
But a lot of people had us splitting with the Eagles. But of
Yep.
course, you want to get the first one, so it's not so much pressure. I understand and I get it, but it's tough, man. Yep, the entire team. Yeah, we need this 10 days for sure. Yeah, O-line was horrible. Like everybody, Cosme, Coleman, Wiley, Allegretti, Biadasz, everybody was bad. And one thing about short weeks, I think who takes the most punishment is the trenches in the O-line. Like they take the most punishment. Everybody need 10 days, man. I think we had like 16 people on the injury report. I think something like that. So we definitely need these 10 days, man. We gotta like what I say. I think I put it in. Let me see. I think I tweeted it. This is what I'm gonna be saying for the next few days, man. Did you see it? Let me see. Where is it? I think I put it in the thing. Reset, recover, run it back. That's what we doing for the next. Reset, recover, run it back. We gotta close these games out. But that's the thing, Glenn. Like we don't have the talent to do it against these type teams, bro. I think we need to come to that realization, man. Like, we talked about it this past week. I put the tweet out. A lot of people saying we have enough talent. I said I don't think we have enough talent to pull these type games out with against these teams. What's up, Tim? Go ahead, Ceelo.
Yeah, I hear you, Glenn. They missed 2 field goals and an extra point.
Brandon crazy, bro. He said they added Saquon to make a Super Bowl run. We picked second in the draft and prayed. That's it right there. Like that sums it up perfectly, bro. That sums it up perfectly. Go ahead, Ceelo, my bad.
Nah, you're right. Brandon,
he summed it up perfectly. Yeah.
That's it, Brandon. That's it. I ain't add nothing more to that.
Oh my gosh, he summed it up perfectly. Y'all are too calm. I mean, I don't think you on Twitter. Like, I have a sleeping Abby with me sleep with a Commander set on. Like, I'm at peace. Like, I am at peace. I got a new owner. I got a competent franchise. I got a franchise quarterback. Got a coaches. Like, I'm good. I haven't been here ever in 30 plus years. And when we were here, I wasn't even, I was just watching. Right. So I'm here now. So I'm good. Like, I got close to $90 million coming up. Draft picks. I got NFL players telling their agents they want to play for us. Man, I'm good, Tim. I'm good. I'm looking past 2024, Tim. And whatever I get this year is just icing on the cake. You got to jump on this ship, Tim. Man, all of them played like they was hurt today. All of them. Yeah, he got to get healthy. I think he will. I don't believe that. What you don't believe again? What I miss? Oh, about the talent, probably. I mean, they showed you back to, I mean, like against Pittsburgh, right? Like all those mistakes we had, we ain't have enough. Even though we could have, we just didn't have enough.
Do y'all realize we turned over 70 to 80% of this roster? Like this is not a talented football team. We have overachieved. We have Jayden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, maybe Austin Eckler, maybe Brent. We have like 3 or 4 or 5 pieces. We have really done a good job I call it year 0. That's just my thing. I call it year 0. We're on year 0. We're on the ground
I think
floor.
0 was last year. Hear me out. Most of the time when you have new regimes come in, they come in and there's a lot of baggage they got to get rid of first. We didn't really have no baggage. Like, we didn't have to trade nobody away and like really add picks to it and had these huge cap hits for the next couple years and this and that. I mean, we had all these draft picks on the first year. So like last year was like a cleaning out type thing. Like we had 3 players that had like deals that was plus $20 million. But yeah.
Yeah, I just I just think that we don't have the talent to really. We just don't. But I think those first 7 weeks, it gave us a little bit of false hope that we can fight anybody. Now we know that might not be quite the case. Not yet.
And it's okay. You got to be okay with it.
I think talent is not just talent. It's not like talent on the football field. It's not simple. Talent is like, it's the 10th week of the season. I'm hurt. I'm not feeling great. I'm 60% of myself as a player, and I'm still going to overcome that. Like, I'm good enough to overcome the physical and dig deep. That's what AJ Browns do. That's what Saquon Barkley's do. That's what these special players do. That's what Jayden does. I think that's what I'm talking. I think that's what we're talking about. It's not just simply just who's better or worse. It's literally that when the chips are down, or when you don't feel like waking up in the morning.
I need to stop.
I need to stop. Or I need to catch. I need to play, and we don't have that right now. We have very few of those, and that's what I'm talking. That's what we're talking about. It's bigger than just pure like on the field. Is he better than the other guy type deal?
Yeah, for sure. Shelly, I'm not sure if you have YouTube or not, but if you can, go ahead, definitely subscribe over there, chop it up with us over there. I think the defensive coaching was good. The offense, man. Yeah. I mean, this is one game though, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, we have a good quarter on rookie contract cap space. We are 7-4. Quinn hit the transfer portal like Ghost Brown.
That's crazy. That's true.
Oh man. Let's see. My problem is, how do I square the Ravens game and what happened tonight? We were in that game without B-Rob. I guess that was pre-injury, so it's different. I just have to accept.
Tim, remember, the Ravens don't have a very good defense. This Eagles team was ranked number 1 in PFF. This is a very good Eagles defense. It's a different game. It's not the same as the Ravens. I get it, though. I get it. The Ravens, we all feel like Ravens are a much better overall team, with Lamar, obviously. But that defense is different. It's a very good defense. Don't shut down that defense like that. It's a very good defense.
Let me just see, get a little bit. We're not gonna be before y'all too much longer, man.
Yeah. Oh boy, DQ. Here we go.
Ready to roll? Okay, let's let's start off. Biggest play, obviously, to go for it, and 4th down and 2 at the 26.
One thing about him, now, like he ain't gonna let you just ask him like the way you want to ask the hard questions. He gonna come right out. He gonna come right out and attack the hard question that you think you gonna ask.
Bold call, but I would also say we were prepared for that moment. Don't love the execution, but we've been an excellent fourth down team. So going into it, we knew we'd have to take our shots against a tough division team on the road. We thought that was an appropriate one. Certainly don't like the execution and the result, but we were prepared for that and being bold into those moments, knowing we'd have some fourth downs. But that's one we can fix. Thought third down on both sides was tough, especially offensively tonight. And like I said, a game like this puts you through the resilience. And love to say that the season's going to go all along smoothly, but the adversity comes and hits. And like I said, tough division game on the road. So glad it opened up to you guys with questions. Get started.
On the 4th and 2, how much does it factor?
Yes, you might have to, Tim. Not us. Tune in to us.
Yeah, all of
We'll
it
make
did,
sure
but we
you
also
keep your
felt
sanity,
strongly.
Tim. We got you.
So I guess I felt even more strongly there, John, just because of that.
Jayden had his hand cut. Did that factor in at all to maybe pop a little bit?
No, not for that one. I think just the execution of the play got junked up.
Jayden in general, obviously the offense was off most of the game. What do you think of his performance and kind of what was not working?
Yeah, I thought always when you talk about the entire thing, you want to say, where can we do it better and how can we hit it better? And so more often than not, it's an entire, group. Can we hit this part? Can we hit this part? And last week we had talked about, opportunities that had been missed. And so when we go back and look at the tape tonight, Ben, we'll have a better sense for that. But more than anything, man, being able to get our explosive plays going, like that's part of, who we are and how we do it. So it was good to have Brian back in it tonight and, but not to have the execution that we were, counting on that left a mark.
How much with those explosive plays did they took away the receivers a lot? Was it more just were they doing something to cover that?
I'll have to look at it more, John, but not anything different than what they had done. Vic and their group's got a good group. They played aggressive and go. And, we'll be back at them again in, 5 or 6 weeks. So, we'll get plenty of chances to look at it. But, this one, just not delivering like we were really ready to go fight for it. And when you don't do that, obviously you're pissed and you're bummed.
Late in the game, you guys had that long drive. Was there any thought of trying to go quicker or call timeouts? Was it a 2-score game?
Yeah, we were trying to. Honestly, it wasn't about going slow or that part. So, we wanted to get the score in quick, try to get it in before the 2-minute for sure.
Has Jayden been limited at all by the rib injury or any other season?
Early on, he was, Nikki, probably the first game back, and then it started trending for sure better. But I think that's fair to say the first game after Carolina, not sure who that was against, and then, that's an injury that gets better.
But in this game,
No.
The defense, obviously, in the first half, flying around went well. They were also on the field a lot.
Yeah, I think probably if you add both, reps from last and this together, I thought they emptied the tanks, and I felt that, the end of the rope getting close. That's as part of it. Hey, we'll go fourth down, keep it, go. We're going to get this, conversion and keep going. Not to say we were going to score a touchdown onto that drive, but we were going to keep going and keep using more clock. And so that was all part of my decision. Like I said, I bummed on the result, but going into it, we were prepared for the moment. And as John had said earlier, that also factored into it. Just, can we keep on going?
And you haven't lost 2 games in a row yet. What have you learned about this group that would indicate how they would respond?
Yeah. We knew that adversity comes, like it just does. That's our game. That's why we love it so much. There's hard parts, and tonight's hard. And in fact, I even said that, the last, 2 games, these are tough, and they test your resolve. They build some of your resilience. It's a difficult, 4 or 5 game stretch, whatever it is. And it also emphasizes the ability to go close it and be there at the end and go win it. And those are the lessons for us to say, to be the team, we can be. Those have to go down on our terms. And we've been pretty good in that spot. And so over the last 2 weeks, not to finish. And that's not one side of the ball. That's collectively, finding that blood in the water and say, we're going to go end this thing. And we'll get there. But over the last 2 weeks, we weren't able to demonstrate that and express that, to the fullest level.
At the end of the half, you were really aggressive in calling a timeout when they had the ball. And then the last play, you didn't.
Yeah, there comes a time when that it's not worth going again. So I usually try to think, can we create a 2-minute for us at the end of the half? It's one of the things we do well, but there is a time spot to say, once I get below that one, then I don't. But I do try to, if we can take a shot to go, we'll do it. But, it's not going to be at, 10 seconds or something along those lines. So if we can keep it in the parameters, that would be, from our game management spot, we're really prepared in that space. But if it goes below, I don't want to be reckless into that spot.
So some of the pressure that the Eagles were able to get on Jayden, did you feel like you got overly sped up back there trying to?
I'll take a better look when you're at the end. I'm certain that was the case when you can pin your ears back and go, but not having our ability to, keep converted and getting onto third downs, that's a big deal. We were prepared heading into it. It didn't feel like a different game plan going into it, but they're inside, there's a factor. And so that's for our team to regroup and get it going. And I guess we get it rolling about 10 days from now. So a couple of days for us to get our legs back under us will be good and dig right back in before we get back home.
Three more. Everything is versus hard until like the early third quarter. Something they were doing, or just one of the nights where it just kind of wasn't fun.
Yeah, it wasn't going that way, and it wasn't certainly. I didn't feel.
Yeah, man. People crashing out, man. It's crazy. I think the expectations, like people forgot the team who we really were, and people had Super Bowl aspirations, and they talked like we had Super Bowl aspirations, and it just got a little too far, man. Like now they talked all that trash. Now it's like, oh my gosh, now I gotta. I think he ended the press conference like he knew he was about to get caught cheating on his lady. Brandon, you funny as a bug, bro. Percy missed a couple big tackles tonight. Percy again. Cliff worst call game. Yeah, I agree with you, Shadow. But I'm not yet, and I'm gonna take that back. I want to look at the tape tomorrow, Shadow. I'm gonna look at it tomorrow. Try to do it around 4:00. I want to look at it, man. I want to see. If wide receiver was open and Jayden wasn't. I want to see, man. Like I always say, it's very tough for me to watch tape and watch the game at the same time as a fan. If this was run, oh my god. Okay. I'm not going to crash out. I'm going to have to find a new TV show to bet on the next 10 days. Watch us, Tim. Watch us, Tim. We'll be here. We'll be here. I think you're gonna get it, Shelly. I definitely think you're gonna get it. What you got, Ceelo? I think you on mute.
Sorry. I think the team needs the next 10 days. I think they need to break away, do whatever they do, and just come back healthy and fresh, clear mind. Coaches too. And let's get it. One of the things that I thought about as Cliff was talking, I think Cliff, DQ was talking, I think I don't want to use the other word, but DQ might need to minimize his words, man. Like he likes to talk in front of it. He loves to expound on his thought process. And these are the times where when you lose, like it's great when you win it. You could be very, colorful and introspective, but no one wants to hear that when you're losing, right? And he definitely struggled answering some of those questions because he doesn't have the answers for you. He don't know. So I feel like Cliff, DQ, hell, hey, listen, my boy Witt looking real good, but everybody else, they need some rest. Need some rest, and let's get back at it against Dallas. Let's go.
Yeah, somebody had all the reps with Quinion and Terry. It's a safety on one of them, but yeah, young boy, good, man. I think we got one too. Bro.
We got one too. We could have had two, but we're gonna talk about that later. Yeah, that ain't the point.
Yeah, I don't think the season is a waste though.
Nah.
I just think some just got a little ahead of themselves, and we kind of ignored the Ravens game and the Pittsburgh game, and this we kind of ignored it as if we were ready to step in the ring with these dudes, and we obviously was not. And I think you have to take it. Like, you have to understand that we're just not there yet. Players on the field, all that. Like, we got a ton of 1-year deals on this team. It's the reason why we got a ton of 1-year deals on this team. So a lot of 1-year deals is not a team with a lot of talent. You just got to take it for what it is. What's up, Chop? Oh, calm down, Chop. Calm down. Don't crash out. Don't crash out, bro. Like, they had the talent, man. Like, I think we still got good coaching, man. I mean, they might have had a bad game. I think the defensive coaching was great today. You may have had a bad on the offensive side or whatever. I mean, but at the same time, like, you can't coach up or coach out talent. Like, some people just don't have it. Some people just don't have. We just don't have enough of those players on this team. We just don't have enough blue chippers, man. We just don't. When we need one, we're not able to get it. We'll get it, when we really don't like need it in a sense. Like, it works, it helps. But when we need one, like 3rd and 9, and we need somebody to come up and make a play on Jalen Hurts, we don't have that guy. Right? When we need to get a sack, when we need it, we don't have that guy.
Nope.
Don't, man. So it is what it is. Yep, I think they played good for 43 minutes. Minutes. Yeah, we didn't reward the defense this game.
Yeah, that's the tough part.
Yep, hung around and knocked out. Great stepping stone. You know what else about this though? I don't think the head coaching was bad, Shelly. I think he made the right call. Like, he let Cliff go for it, and I think Cliff just called bad plays. 3rd and 4th down, he called 2 bad plays. Outside of that, it is what it is. But let's see where we are as a team. I think them coming back and coming down the field and scoring, I think that really helped their momentum. Even though it was a long shot to even win, or people might call it garbage time. But when Saquon ran out of like 30 yards that the last touchdown, they looked defeated. The defense looked defeated. But I think Jayden rallying them up to still get on the field and get down there and get I think that's going to help them. But let's see where they are as a team. Let's see how they bounce back. Let's see how they are in practice next week. Like, let's see if they're the same team that's having fun, smiling. Let's see if they still there. Let's see how much of a brotherhood, because now it's being tested, right? Like, this is where it's really going to be tested. All this brotherhood stuff. You got all these head coaches on this team. Everyone, I'm sure, going to have an opinion about something. And DQ got a head up. Like, now we're going to see how much of a brotherhood we have. Now we're going to see how much a family it is, even with the fan base. Right? How strong are you? Right? Like, how much faith do you actually have in this team? Because a lot of you are just crashing out and upset and mad and can't deal with it and want to fire everybody. Adversity. Like, who are you as a fan? Who are you as a fan? Are you gonna stand in there through the tough times, or you just want to hang on? Like Tim said, like, he can't even watch TV no more this weekend. Some people can't even go outside. You probably not even gonna wear your Commanders or Redskins or whatever gear. You probably ain't even gonna wear it this weekend. But you want our players to go out there and bounce back when you, as a fan, don't even bounce back. So while we waiting to see what these players going to do in 10 days, I'm trying to see what you fans gonna do in the next 10 days. But that's about it, man. That's all I got. Ceelo, you got anything, man?
Nope. See you back here after the Cowboys. Let's get this dub.
For sure, man. We're gonna watch that tape tomorrow around 4:00. So definitely tap in. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We definitely appreciate it. Red Zone in the Lab. We appreciate your time for you using with us. We definitely appreciate it because you know it's valuable to you. So remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. One beat, one sound, one heart, one love.